Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm in, not that you guys can even really see it, but I'm in my Boxycharm shirt, which means we're going to be doing our September unboxing of the BASE Boxycharm box. I will have videos coming on the Premium and Luxe boxes this month as well, so make sure to subscribe to get all of those unboxings in one place. So if you want to see all of the items inside of my box, put all of them to the test, and see them in action, make sure to keep on watching. And don't forget to subscribe because that is the best way to stay up to date on all the fun stuff I'm posting. So if you want to see all of the items in my September BASE Boxycharm box, stay tuned. Okay, so jumping into the box. First, we have the theme card. Now, this is variation 105. 105? So this is going to be a lot of variations this month, but I am looking at it, and it seems like most of these items are going to be centered around the eyes. So that's actually really cool that I'm going to get a full eye look out of the box. The theme is Glam Vibes Only, which I think is kind of cute. First, I do always get the question of what is the weight of my box. The PR boxes, because this is sent to me, I'm not paid for my review, but they do send me a box for free. It comes in a big box that has all three little boxes in them, so I have no idea the weight for shipping of my box, so I know some people have asked that before. So when I never tell you guys my weight, it's because I don't actually know it. My boxes come in one big box with everything in there. First item out of the box is from Pharmacy. This is the Cheer Up Brightening Vitamin C Eye Cream with Acerola Cherry. A super hydrating vitamin C rich eye cream that brightens to help reduce the appearance of fine lines and dark circles, delivers instant radiance to the eye area, clean, fragrance-free formula. This retails for $45. Now, I have said this on my channel many times before, but when you look on, it's actually not always on the packaging, it's usually on the product itself, and I'm going to try and open this without ruining the box. Right here, it does have a little open jar 12 months. So once you crack the seal on this, it does start to expire after the initial open, and it will only be good for 12 months. So I am still using the eye cream that came in my Boxy pop-up order, which is the Pericone eye cream. So I am not ready to jump into a new eye cream yet. So I'm going to set this to the side and not open it now. Plus, and I say this in every video, until you're consistently using a skincare product for 28 to 60 days, you are not going to see results. So I can tell you how it smells, I can tell you how it feels, but as far as the efficacy of the formula and how well it actually works, I will not be able to give you an accurate representation of that until a month to 2 months have passed, so it's almost not even worth it, although I have smelled this formula, and it is very clean. The only scent in there is what's actually from the ingredients, which is really nice. And as far as the feel, it is a lightweight gel formula, so even if your skin's a little more oily, I think you might still like this. Vitamin C is great for brightening. I don't have a lot of discoloration in my under eyes, so I prefer things that are a little bit more fine lines, wrinkle reduction, and smoothing, as opposed to something that is super brightening, just because dark circles and pigmentation in my under eye is not my concern. But that being said, if you do have that pigmentation issue, you might really enjoy this. And the next 4 items are all in and around the eye area. So I'm going to go jump off camera, get my base on, prime my lids, and get ready so that I can come and showcase the remaining 4 items in the box. Alright, so the next items out of the box are going to be the Luna Magic Los Angeles brushes. Latina Vibe. Beauty with a Latina vibe. Those are cute. Where's my theme card? Blend It Girl Luna Magic Beauty Luxury Brush Set is here to stay. Cruelty-free brush set includes the essential brushes for you to complete a glamorous eye look. Be precise, be bold. Blend It Girl retails for $18. Now, these 3 are brushes I would enjoy for the eyes. This one is actually a little bit bigger than I like for anything eyeshadow, but I think it'll be really pretty either to highlight or do like precise blending. So I am going to grab a highlighter, and I'm going to take a little bit of that on this brush and just sweep it over the cheek. It's really pretty. I like the shape of this because I'm able to get under the brow bone and then over the cheek and really get that nice, precise underbrow glow that really circles the orbital bone. And then with those brushes, for the eye look, I'm going to use the next two items. The first is from Hip Dot. This is the Zion Eyeshadow Palette. That's really pretty. Full-size mirror. Conjuring the majestic beauty of the natural sweeping Utah canyons. Take your look to the next level with dramatic reds, deep oranges, and rich purples. The purples of Zion. Cruelty-free, vegan, talc-free, paraben-free, phthalate-free, and mineral oil-free. Retails for $30. And I'm going to be pairing that with, from Huda Beauty, this is the Metal and Matte Melted Shadows, a dual-ended liquid shadow combining a rich velvety matte formula on one side and an over-the-top sparkle on the other. Retails for $25. And I'm going to use the two of those to create an eye look, which will lead me to the last item in the box. So I'm going to see if I can get this open. So the shadow I have is in the shade Private Jet and Shimmering Sunset, which is super mauve-y and cute. I did already prime my lids, but I'm going to take a little bit of that matte shade, and I'm going to just pull it onto my lids. And then with a concealer brush, I'm just going to pat that in. Jumping into the shade Wanderlust, I'm going to set down that shadow and then buff it into the crease. So the brush is nice and soft, but it's a little too flimsy for depositing color. I think I'd like it more for really just blending out the crease. On that same brush, I'm going to go into Vibration down here, which is the chocolate brown. And I'm just going to add some definition to the outer portion of the eye and then blend that into the crease. Still using that same brush, I'm going to jump into Majesty, and I'm going to blend that brown into the pink by way of this really pretty purple. Clean blending brush just to blend out any edges. Then for the lid, the metal side of the Huda. And then I'm going to take a tiny bit of Virgin just to set down that liquid shadow and intensify it even more. And I'm going to go do that on this eye, and I'll be right back. And before I tie up the lower lash line, I'm going to jump into the last item in the box. Also from Huda Beauty, this is the Lifeliner Duo Eye Pencil and Liquid Eyeliner. The ultimate life-proof dual-ended eyeliner with a liquid tip on one side and a pencil on the other. Long-lasting, waterproof, smudge-proof, and fade-proof. Retails for $25. This is how it looks right here. On one side, we have a liquid liner. On the other, a pencil. So I'm going to start by taking the pencil, and I'm going to throw the black liner in my waterline. Now, right off the bat, it did go on really creamy and did go on very black. However, it did take like one or two before it warmed up. So I would recommend a tiny bit on the back of your hand just to warm up the product before you go into the eyes. And grabbing the last Luna Magic brush, which is the Smudger Brush, I'm going to start with the brown shade. And I'm just going to smoke that really close to the lash line. Then jumping into the same purple we used up top, blending around. Then going into my blending brush with no additional product, just going to blend that all together and connect it to the upper lid. So there was a tiny bit of fallout on the shimmer shade, but that's kind of to be expected. I'm going to grab a tiny little detail brush just to really pinpoint that inner corner. And to tie it all up, I'm going to use the liquid liner side just to lightly, and I say lightly because you guys know I don't really love doing like a super bold liner, just because with my eye shape, I have hooded eyes, so I have enough of an issue with you seeing my eyeshadow without it being covered in black. So I'm really just going to gently tightline the eye and take a little bit of that liner just to add some definition. And I love how a little liner just gives you that great definition. I'm going to go throw on mascara, a lash, and do this eye, and I'll be right back to tie up the final thoughts on the box. All right, you know it's fall because I bust out my Griselda lipstick from Fenty. Anyway, this is the finished look all out of the September BASE Boxycharm box. Let's round up the products and talk through. So first, the Pharmacy Cheer Up. Obviously, I did not use this today, but I will have to let you guys know in an upcoming video how I feel about it in general. But I know the Pharmacy line very well, and I am very happy with the brand as a whole. So I'm very excited and optimistic about that product. For the palette, I think it performed really well. Ignore this little dot right there. My liner transferred because it was a little wet when I went in. Clearly, I don't do liquid liner often, but the powder worked well. I'm going to have to play with this again to see how it works without the Huda, because the Huda obviously stole the show. The palette was good, but the Huda matte, I think, was the clear winner because this metal pigment just kind of overtook the whole eye. The liner, the black in the waterline hasn't moved, so I'm really happy with that. The liquid, obviously, again, like I said, I don't love liquid liner, but as far as how liquid liners perform, it did go on really smooth. It is very black. It is a nice, rich black. I did take a tiny bit of shimmer and buffed it over it just to soften it. Again, my eyes are super hooded, so when my eyes are open, you can barely see my eyeshadow as it is, so if I do a liner, I do like to take my shimmer shade and just kind of go over it a little bit, just to soften it a little so that it's not quite as harsh or drastic, because I don't have that much lid space to work with. And for the brushes, I think they worked really well. You will definitely be seeing these worked into my routine, but this one right here is my favorite. I loved how close I was able to get to the brow bone, and how beautifully it highlighted the cheek, highlighted the cheek. It just fit so nicely in that area, and everything worked out really well. So all in all, this box had a retail value of $143, which for a $25 subscription box is amazing. Just this shadow would have cost you $25 at Sephora. So definitely a win box for me. Like I said, variation 105. So that is it. Let me know down below what you guys think. Are you loving this box? Are you not loving this box? Make sure you guys subscribe so you can stay tuned because I will have my premium and my luxe boxes coming up any day now. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.